their footsteps on a gravel bend, fishing line in the breeze again, sunlight dancing on a quiet stream, chasing minnows and childhood dreams. These were the mornings that never grew old, stories we'd whisper and secrets we told. The sky wide open, time standing still, hearts unbroken and water to fill. Tree bark carved with names and dates, skipping stones like tempting fate, laughing loud as robins flew, a hidden world for me and you. These were the mornings that never grew old, stories we'd whisper and secrets we told. The sky wide open, time standing still, hearts unbroken and water to fill. Now I sit where tall grass sways, same old stream, but different days. Close my eyes and I hear us still, that little boy heart always will. These were the mornings that never grew old, stories we'd whisper and secrets we told. The sky wide open, time standing still, hearts unbroken and water to fill. Sunlit lines on gentle water, echoes drifting of sons and daughters.
The sky is clear, the sun's soft glow, a gentle breeze begins to flow. I feel the warmth upon my skin, a new day's hope, I breathe it in. But I sense the shift, a cloud in sight. The air grows thick, it's getting tight. The winds are whispering something's near. I brace myself, I feel the fear. And the clouds, they gather overhead. A storm is coming, I feel the dread. The winds pick up, my heart's in flight. As thunder roars, I lose my sight. The rain begins, it falls like tears. It washes all away my fears. The storm is fierce, it shakes my soul. But in its wake I'll be made whole. I feel the storm begin to roar. The sky's alive, it's hard to ignore. The pressure builds, the clouds are wild. The storm is coming, fierce and wild. And the clouds, they gather overhead. A storm is coming, I feel the dread. The winds pick up, my heart's in flight. As thunder roars, I lose my sight. And through the storm, I see a light, a crack of dawn, piercing the night. The clouds begin to break apart. I feel the warmth return to my heart. And the clouds, they gather overhead. A storm is coming, I feel the dread. The winds pick up, my heart's in flight. As thunder roars, I lose my sight. And when the skies are calm again, the sun returns a warm refrain. The air is fresh, the earth is new, and all my fears, they're swept from view.
Spring rain falls, washing the pain. A brand new start, a fresh refrain. The world awakens with every drop. My heart beats fast, can't make it stop. In the spring, I'm born again. A fresh new start where dreams begin. Summer burns with love's sweet flame. We chase the light and play the game. Autumn winds, they call my name, whispering secrets never the same. Winter's frost may freeze my soul, but through it all, I'll stay whole. Summer sun, so bright and high, I feel the heat. I spread my wings to fly, chasing dreams in the fiery light. I'm alive, burning through the night. Autumn leaves fall, the world slows down. Golden hues scatter on the ground. I pause to think, I start to see the lessons learned have set me free. In the spring, I'm born again. A fresh new start where dreams begin. Summer burns with love's sweet flame. We chase the light and play the game. Autumn winds, they call my name, whispering secrets never the same. Winter's frost may freeze my soul, the stillness I find my soul. Snowflakes fall soft and pure. In the silence I find my cure. Seasons change, but I stand tall. Through the storms I've seen it all. From the spring to winter's grace, I'll find my way in every place.
I found a chair in shifting sands. It hasn't sunk, it understands. My boots are warm, but they don't roam. This desert silence feels like home. Crows pass news from fate's delay. I count the years in wind and clay. No clock to strike, no line to cross. I wait here where the world gets lost. Time don't come and I don't go. I light a match, but it won't glow. Time don't come and I don't run. The road moves on, but I become none. Time don't come and I don't break. The night gets loud, but I stay fake. Time don't come and I don't know how long it takes for ghosts to show. They say a train still homes the tracks. It brings no sound, it don't come back. The schedule's etched in bones and dust, but not for me. I wait, I trust. Each tumbleweed's a whispered clue, but none have said what I should do. So I just sit like spirits do. My breath is still, the sky turns blue. Time don't come and I don't go. I light a match, but it won't glow. Time don't come and I don't run. The road moves on, but I become none. Time don't come and I don't break. The night gets loud, but I stay fake. Time don't come and I don't know how long it takes for ghosts to show. Maybe I lived 1,000 lives and mirrored dust and pale goodbyes, but none could teach or steal away this waiting soul that chose to stay. Time don't come and I don't go. I light a match, but it won't glow. Time don't come and I don't run. The road moves on, but I become none. Time don't come and I don't break. The night gets loud, but I stay fake. Time don't come and I don't know how long it takes for ghosts to show. It's unclear. Wind in the flame at our way. You don't name.
We weren't born to boast, we were built to hold the line. You ask what this nation stands for, let me show you what we're made of. We were raised raised on dirt roads and duty with folded flags above the fire. We learned to stand through loss and thunder, to mend a fence and lift the wire. No, we don't claim to be the loudest, but we show up when it gets hardest. We don't trade honor for the easy way. We carry weight so peace can stay. This is what we're made of, grit and made. From battlefields to front porch faith, it's not heroes, it's the resolve to answer when our country calls. We bend, we break, but still we rise with steady hearts and clearer eyes. We're not here just to wave the flag. We are what holds this nation fast. We've seen the cost of every freedom in muddied boots and hands gone still. But we don't fight for medals, glory. We fight so children can be still. So mothers sing with quiet safety, so fathers walk their fields in peace. We don't want thanks, just space to serve, to guard the light this land deserves. This is what we're made of, truth and time, not just in blood, but how we bind. We hold the line, then lift again, not for revenge, but to defend. We're builders, not just those who bled. We shape tomorrow with what's been said. We don't need thrones or cannon praise, just one more dawn where freedom stays. And if you ask what strength looks like, it's not in fire, but in the fight. To build a home, to keep it whole, to guard the dream that feeds the soul. This is what we're made of, flesh and will, of towns that rise and hands that build, of prayers unspoken, flags held tight, of choices made in darkest night. We don't just stand, we hold the ground, where honor and peace and hope are found. So ask again what we're made of. We are the light you're dreaming of. Not for glory, not for show, but because someone always must, and we still do. They didn't all come home, but they march beside us still. We trained in rain, we walked in sand, with worn out boots and calloused hands. We swore to serve, not to be known, and carried a weight that felt like stone.
We stand for those who never left, who wore the green, who gave their breath. We hold the ground where they once stood, and carry on what they once could. Our oath runs deep, our banner set. We are the army, we don't forget.
We've crossed the world in desert haze. We've stood through fire, through silent days. We've held the line, we've carried friends and honored them where duty ends.
It's not the gun that makes us whole, but every name we still enroll. We stand for those who never left, who wore the green, who gave their breath. We hold the ground where they once stood and carry on what they once could. Our oath runs deep, our banner set. We are the army, we don't forget. In every step we take there. Those who never left, still marching.
If everything I built were gone and the road ahead felt cold, I'd still stand with open hands for the land we proudly hold. I've seen the sun rise over fields of wheat, heard church bells ring on quiet streets, held my child and kissed her face in a flag-draped world we still embrace. We fight not just for what is ours, but for front porch nights and midnight stars. And I'm proud to walk this hallowed ground where voices rise and truths resound. For those who stood and never ran, who bled to build this promised land. From every state and every shore, we guard what came before, and no storm breaks our hold on the land we proudly hold. I've stood with brothers in foreign sand, letters folded in trembling hands, sang Amazing Grace at break of day, as flags flew half-mast down the way. And still we rise, still we believe in what this country dares to be. And I'm proud to walk this hallowed ground where voices rise and truths resound. For those who stood and never ran, who bled to build this promised land. From dusty farms to city glow, there's fire in every soul, and no fear shakes our hope on the land we proudly hold. It's not just stars and stripes we raise, it's every name we still can't say. A quiet vow in every chest to give this country all our best. And I'm proud to walk this hallowed ground with every heartbeat, every sound, for every voice that took a stand to write this song across the land. From mountain peaks to oceans wide, we keep that flame alive, and no time steals the soul of the land we proudly hold. Not just where we're born, but what we're willing to stand for. This is the land we proudly hold.
They hear us coming long before we arrive, because steel has a voice and we never ride quiet. Through the smoke and broken clay, we roll before the break of day. Tracks still warm from battles past, but duty's call comes just as fast. From Texas plains to northern snow, we load, we lock, and on we go. voices bold. We guard the young, we hold the old. From coast to coast, we claim this role, where the iron wheels roll. We've trained in mud, we've drilled in rain, slept through fire and marched through pain. We don't salute for empty pride, we do it for the ones who died. And every round we load with care is for a flag we all still wear, where the iron wheels roll. We carry heart, we carry soul, with thunder loud and voices bold. We guard the young, we hold the old. From mountain peak to desert knoll, where the iron wheels roll. It's not just orders we obey, it's promises we make each day, to show the world and those at home they'll never have to stand alone, where the iron wheels roll. We carry heart, we carry soul, through shifting night and blazing sun. We serve till every fight is done. And if they ask what makes us whole, say where the iron wheels roll. Not just steel, not just sound, it's memory in motion. It's why we're still around.
If you're holding this letter, it means I didn't come back. But I didn't leave empty, I left carrying everything that mattered. I carried your photo in my chest plate, folded neat beside my tags. Thought of you with every sunrise, even when the sky turned black. We joked about the letters home, but I wrote mine like prayers in chrome. And if I'm quiet now, it's not regret, I just hope there's peace in what I left. So plant me down in the fields that whisper where I once ran round. Tell my girl that her daddy's still part of this world. I may be gone, but I'm nothing. You'll know me by what I carried in. I carried my brother through the sandstorms, his hand in mine till we both fell. I carried stories I never told you, locked away where they could dwell. Not all wounds show on the skin, but I wore hope like a second skin. And if you cry, don't cry alone. Hold someone tight and call it home. So plant me down where the grass still grows on the battleground. Tell my son he was brave before he could run. I may be gone, but I'm nothing. You'll know me by what I carried in. I carried a nation on my back, but I never forgot your laugh. It wasn't medals that made me stand, it was dreaming of your hand. So plant me down with
my boots still turn to face the town. Let my flag wave for those who never lag. And when you sing where I've once been, just sing for what I carried in. I didn't die with nothing, I died with everything, because I carried you. Some left home in silence, some returned wrapped in flags, but all of us, we carry the ground. We wore the dust of distant lands with boots that outlived battle plans. We stood where quiet heroes bled and raised the flag above our dead. We carry the ground beneath our feet with every oath we've sworn to keep. From dawn patrols to last goodbyes, the army stands, the army tries. We're not just names etched deep in stone, we are the ones who march you home. We've held the line through fire and frost, counted brothers we have lost, but still we rise and still we serve with all the strength our hearts preserve. It's not the medals or parade, it's letters home we never made. It's boots beside an empty chair, but still we're present everywhere. We carry the ground beneath our feet with every oath we sworn to keep. From dawn patrols to last goodbyes, the army stands, the army tries. We're not just names etched deep in stone, we are the ones who march you home. Wherever freedom plants her flame, we carry the ground and never the same.
They don't write songs for the quiet ones, but we still stand, even when the world moves on. I set the alarm while the town still sleeps, pack up my gear, kiss her on the cheek. The kids don't ask, they've learned by now. Their dad comes home, but not right now. No flags wave when I check the wire, no crowd when I walk through fire. But I've sworn my name with blood and bone, and I will stand, I'll stand alone. I don't wear fame, I don't chase praise, but I stand like a stone in the hardest days. No camera rolls, no victory pose, but I carry the weight where nobody knows. Through silence, dirt, and danger zones, I stand for us, I stand alone. I've missed the dance, I've missed the burst, still carved my worth into this earth. My boots have miles that no one tracks, my heart is torn but never cracks. She writes me letters, I keep them close, folded near with what I miss most. A quiet room, a porch light on, but I march on till duty's gone. So you won't hear me on the evening news, but I've bled red, white, and army blues. And every oath I've ever made still echoes in the choices stayed.
I don't wear fame, I don't chase praise, but I stand like a stone in the hardest days. No camera rolls, no victory pose, but I carry the weight where nobody knows. Through silence, dirt, and danger zones, I stand for us, I stand alone.
It's not about being seen, it's about standing when it counts.
The screen door creaks when I step outside. Morning hush and no place to hide. Miss Carson draws her blinds again, same as she did back when I was 10. The barber nods but won't say much. He ain't forgot my Sunday touch. They see the boots and not the man, like I'm some story they can't stand. Wearing my red boots, I walk this town alone. They whisper like I broke some code unknown. Wearing my red boots, not hiding who I am. They laugh, they stare like I'm a sham. Wearing my red boots, I don't change my stride, even when the church folks cross the other side. Wearing my red boots, still proud to show that I ain't the one who needs to go. I work the mill from 8 to 4, then drink my coffee by the hardware store. Kids on bikes just point and grin, their daddies taught them what shame's in. I kiss no rings, I kneel to none, just live my truth when the day is done. They say I'll burn or lose my way, but I wake up fine every day. Wearing my red boots, I walk this town alone. They whisper like I broke some code unknown. Wearing my red boots, not hiding who I am. They laugh, they stare like I'm a sham. Wearing my red boots, I don't change my stride, even when the church folks cross the other side. Wearing my red boots, still proud to show that I ain't the one who needs to go. Kindness dies inside their throat, but boots don't lie and boots don't beg. They've walked through fire and still don't break. One day maybe they'll understand that different don't mean less a man, but till that day I'll face their looks with worn out pride and weathered hooks. Wearing my red boots, I walk this town alone. They whisper like I broke some code unknown. Wearing my red boots, not hiding who I am. They laugh, they stare like I'm a sham. Wearing my red boots, I don't change my stride, even when the church folks cross the other side. Wearing my red boots, still proud to show that I ain't the one who needs to go.
I don't wear a cape, but I leave home like a hero does, quietly, with love in my back pocket and duty in both hands.
I wake before the coffee brews, slip on these boots and pay my dues. Kiss the kids, don't say too much. They know their dad is built on trust. My name's not carved in history, but I stand where I'm meant to be. Through silent nights or desert wind, I show up whole again. I don't need fame, I don't need a sign. This flag, this old, this duty is mine. From the kitchen light to the combat zone, I carry love when I walk alone. No headline, no grand design, just quiet strength. This duty is mine. I've missed first steps, I've missed some tears, but I've held strong through all the years. I fix the roof, I guard the gate, I hold the line, I claim the weight. Behind the mask, behind the fight, there's still a man who sleeps at night, with prayers whispered in motel rooms and lullabies through old cartoons. You might not see the battles won, and backyard talks are setting suns, but every soldier leaves behind a promise sealed in borrowed time. I don't need fame, I don't need a sign. This flag, this oath, this duty is mine. From the kitchen light to the combat zone, I carry love when I walk alone. No headlines, no grand design, just quiet strength. This duty is mine. If you ever wonder who stands watch, look around, we're still here. This duty is ours. We don't carry this flag for show. We carry it for those who can't anymore. I've seen the sun rise on foreign lands, with brothers falling, with dirt on my hands. But I never fought to be a name. I fought for peace, not pride or fame. And every step I took out there was so my kids could breathe free air. We don't ask for cheers or songs, we just hold the line and carry on. This flag still flies though the wind gets rough. It's stitched with grace and it's held with love. It's not just cloth, it's sacrifice. It's every soul who paid the price. We don't stand tall just to be seen. We stand for what this freedom means. And when the storm clouds flood the skies, we stand our ground. This flag still flies. She wrote her vows in a folded note, sent from a tent near a mountain road. He missed her birth, her first new shoes, but every mile he paid his dues. They both believe without regret, in service no one will forget. It's not about who wins or shows, it's who stands up when the trumpet blows. This flag still flies though the wind gets rough. It's stitched with grace and it's held with love. It's not just cloth, it's sacrifice. It's every soul who paid the price. We don't stand tall just to be seen. We stand for what this freedom means. And when the storm clouds flood the skies, we stand our ground. This flag still flies. In every town where silence grew, a porch light waits, a heart beats true. We hold their names like sacred vows and live the freedom they high. This flag still flies through tears and time. It waves for yours, it waves for mine. Through sacrifice and quiet days, through folded hands and far-off graves, we rise again, not to be praised, but for the ones who never strayed. And though the battle may disguise, our hearts still burn. This flag still flies, not for show, for memory, for meaning. This flag still flies.
I met an old man on a midnight train. His face was weathered, eyes filled with pain. He pulled out a deck, said, "Let's play a while. I've got some stories that'll make you smile." He said, "Sometimes you gotta lose to win. Life's a gamble, and you gotta dive in. Don't fear the fall, don't fear the cost. You'll rise again even after you've lost." He said, "Sometimes you gotta lose to win. Life's a gamble, and you gotta dive in." He shuffled the deck and he played his part, taught me how to live from the heart. Talked about the past, the love and the pain, of dreams that went wrong, of losses and gains. He said, "You don't win by waiting too long. You play your hand even when it feels wrong." He said, "Sometimes you gotta lose to win. Life's a gamble, and you gotta dive in. Don't fear the fall, don't fear the cost. You'll rise again even after you've lost." He said, "Sometimes you gotta lose to win. Life's a gamble, and you gotta dive in." He shuffled the deck and he played his part, taught me how to live from the heart. Now when I'm lost, I hear his voice. Bet on yourself, make the choice. Don't worry about what's come before. It's your hand, it's your life, so play once more. He said, "Sometimes you gotta lose to win. Life's a gamble, and you gotta dive in. Don't fear the fall, don't fear the cost. You'll rise again even after you've lost." He said, "Sometimes you gotta lose to win. Life's a gamble, and you gotta dive in." He shuffled the deck and he played his part, taught me how to live from the heart. As the train pulled in, he was gone from sight, but his words stayed with me that endless night. A heart full of wisdom from a man who knew that life's a game and you play it through.
They never asked for statues, they never marched for fame, but they carried the weight of freedom so we could carry on. He was 19 in the desert wind, letters home he'd never send, left his truck and walked alone. Found the fire and held the line, did his duty rain or shine, came back scars, not medals shown. You might not know the faces, but you live in what they gave.
Blue didn't fight to be remembered, they fought so we'd remember peace. Every name on every marker is a prayer that doesn't cease.
And if you raise your flag tomorrow, let it wave for those we've lost. They paid the price we couldn't carry and never once counted the cost.
She drove convoys through the night, beneath the sky without moonlight, wrote her son from overseas, held a photo by her chest, wore her silence like a vest, still salutes when children sing.
No headlines in the morning, just echoes in the stone.
They didn't fight to be remembered, they fought so we'd remember peace. Every step they took in silence built the roads where we find ease. And if you sleep in quiet safety, know they stood so you could rest. They bore the storms we'll never weather and gave their best without regret. Freedom isn't handed down, it's carried on backs of those who never asked for praise. They left behind the life they started so we could live with brighter days. They didn't fight to be remembered, but we remember just the same. In every fold of every banner lies the weight behind their name. So when you speak of peace and country, speak it low but speak it true. The price they carried wasn't glory, it was me, it was you. We may not know all their names, but we know what they stood for, and we carry it still. They left behind quiet kitchens, unfolded flags, unfinished stories, but they walked so we could keep writing ours. He packs his bag before the dawn, leaves a note, then he's gone. The porch light flickers, then turns dim. Another town, another hymn, no marching band, no loud goodbye, just tear-stained glass and morning sky. This is the road that never ends, paved by strangers, walked by friends. We fight, we fall, we rise again. We carry hearts in army tents, no glory speech, no camera lens, but we stand proud on the road that never ends. She wore her dress in army green, too young to fade into a dream. They pinned her wings, she caught the plane, left childhood nights and window panes. Her mama cried, but never spoke, just waved and held her daddy's coat. And in the dust of foreign land, a photo tucked in weathered hands, he sees her face through blood and dirt and whispers prayers beneath the hurt. It's not the gun that makes him brave, it's all he guards, it's all he gave. This is the road that never ends, paved Loved by strangers, walked by friends. We fight, we fall, we rise again. We carry hearts in army tents. No glory speech, no camera lens, but we stand proud on the road that never ends. Valley Forge to Kandahar, they've lit our way from near and far. Each boot print etched, each soul endured, each silence held, each wound endured. We walk for them and those to come. We walk for all, not just some. Freedom's not found in the headline, it's in the miles. We walk for those who can't. Some left home in silence, some returned wrapped in flags, but all of us, we carry the ground. We wore the dust of distant lands, with boots that outlived battle plans. We stood where quiet heroes bled and raised the flag above our dead. We carry the ground beneath our feet. With every oath we've sworn to keep, from dawn patrols to last goodbyes, the army stands, the army tries. We're not just names etched deep in stone. We are the ones who march you home. We've held the line through fire and frost, counted brothers we have lost, but still we rise and still we serve with all the strength our hearts preserve. It's not the medals or parade, it's letters home we never made. It's boots beside an empty chair, but still we're present everywhere. We carry the ground beneath our feet. With every oath we've sworn to keep, from dawn patrols to last goodbyes, the army stands, the army tries. We're not just names etched deep in stone. We are the ones who march you home. Plants her flame, we carry the ground and never the same.
You won't find their names on every wall, but they live in stores we still recall. He packed his boots beside the bed, left a note that simply read, "Don't wait long, I'll be okay." That was 10 Novembers past. Now the porch light's fading fast, but his jacket still hangs by the bay. We don't all come back with fame. Some return with silent names. Where the quiet heroes go, there's no brass band, no marching show, but they held the line and bore the load. On dusty roads we'll never know, they gave their all, then walked alone, so we could build a peaceful home. If you ever speak of those
quiet heroes go. She wore the badge the same as him, wrote her vows on combat rims, raised a flag with trembling hands. Lost her brother, gave her years, held her post through pain and tears. She still stands where freedom stands. They don't ask for praise or pay, they just hope we live their way. Where the quiet heroes go, there's no medals, just what we know, that peace was bought by sacrifice, by those who never blinked twice. They stood, they fell, they carried on, so we could wake and see the dawn. If you ever raise a toast, raise it where the quiet heroes go. They're the ones in folded frames, in silent towns with silent names. They're the reason we stay free, they're the soul of liberty. Where the quiet heroes go, there's no lights but their courage glows. In every prayer, in every song, they march beside us all along. Their steps are etched in soil and flame, in every echo of this name. The ones who never stole the show, gave it all, then let it go. We may not know each name, but we know what they gave, and we remember where the quiet heroes go.
We stood in gray, now we stand for more. Today is not an end, it's the call we've waited for. The boots are new, the sky is wide. We feel the nerves we used to hide. The oaths we swore now take their place, in every step, in every face. The march begins today, not then. We walk as warriors, not as men, with honor laced in every seam. We carry country, hope and dream. We're more than cloth, more than display. The march begins today. The flags were folded, hands were raised. We stood in ranks, our eyes amazed. We thought of home and friends we've known, but knew this path we walk alone. The march begins today, not then. We walk as warriors, not as men, with honor laced in every seam. We carry country, hope and dream. We're more than cloth, more than display. The march begins today. Some will lead and some will fall, but each will rise to answer call. No ribbon shines like truth inside. We serve with pride, not just with stride. The march begins today, not then. We walk as warriors, not as men, with honor laced in every seam. We carry country, hope and dream, no matter where our boots may stray. The march begins today. We leave the gray behind, not with farewell,
but with forward.
We roll not just with wheels, but with memory and with meaning. Through smoke and thunder we carry more than fire. Through mountain pass and canyon low we march where only soldiers go. With dust on boots and fire ahead, we move for those who served and bled. No songs, no fame, no bright parade, just quiet pride in roles we played. Through smoke and thunder, hear us rise, steel in hand and fire in eyes. We move as one with silent grace. Across the earth we hold our place. From muddy roads to desert sun, we roll until the mission's done. In every storm we never hide. Through smoke and thunder we still ride. A field of shells, a sky gone black, but no one here is turning back. A call comes through, a dark it clear. We shift and charge without the fear. Not just for flag or marching song, but for the ones who kept us strong. Each blast we fire, each mile we crawl, is written deep on duty's wall. And though the world may never see, we carry it for history. Through smoke and thunder still we ride, with brothers marching by our side. We hold the ground with grit and grace, and meet the dawn in every place. From old campaigns to missions new, we honor all we once fought through. And when our names fade from the light, through smoke and thunder we still fight. Not for glory, not for show, but because we promised and we go.
If everything I built was gone tomorrow, I'd still raise my hand, 'cause what we stand for can't be burned down. I've walked through fire and desert sand, wrote home letters with a trembling hand. Mama sent a cross stitched in red, said freedom's more than words we've said. My little girl drew me in crayon blue, wrote, "Be brave, Dad, I believe in you." We lose some sleep, we lose some years, but we never bow to doubt or fear. And we still raise our flag each dawn, even when the light feels gone. We hold the line through storm and flame, with silent prayers and borrowed names. From every state, from every shore, we fight for less, we fight for more. And no matter how the battle drags, we still raise our flag. There's a boy in boots who just turned 18, first to rise, last to leave the scene. He ain't seen home since Christmas Eve, but he still wears hope upon his sleeve. His mama cries but never breaks. She bakes 2 pies and says grace for his sake. It ain't just us who serve out there, it's every heart back home that cares. And we still raise our flag each dawn, even when the light feels gone. We hold the line through storm and stood their ground year after year. And we still raise our flag each dawn, long after fear and doubt are gone. We march with love, we march with grace. With every tear we still embrace. We planted high in every land, with every oath, with every stand. And though the road may break and sad, we still raise our flag. So when they ask what freedom means, tell them it's the flag we still raise.
We waited more than just days. We waited for a heartbeat, for a voice we still remembered, to walk back through that door. He's walking up that old front path, the dust still clinging to his pack. No trumpets sound, no flags are raised, just quiet steps and distant gaze. He left in green, he comes in gray, but home still means he gets to stay. When the boots come home, we stand a bit taller, we speak a bit softer, we hold each one longer. They may not smile like they did before, but they're still ours, and that means more. So light the porch and leave it on. We hold the line till war is gone. The kids all grew, the porch paint cracked, but she still leaves his coat unpacked. He nods, he hugs, then looks away. Some things are too far to replay, but he is here in flesh and bone, and that's enough to call it home. He's not the boy who said goodbye, he's someone shaped by loss and sky. So don't ask stories, don't press too loud, just say you're proud and say it proud. When the boots come home, we breathe again, through all the break, through all the bends. They might be bruised, they might be still, but they came back through strength and will. So raise the flag, don't ask for more, just thank the one